And I want to make sure everybody is muted. There's Elizabeth. Holla. Okay, and then someone dialed in. That might be Jill, but I'm not sure. She said she was calling in. All right, guys. So thanks for jumping on tonight. There's a couple topics I want to talk to you guys about, and they're all over the map. But I don't know. I figured, if I can get you guys on the phone or on these Zooms, I just want to give you the information that's going to help you grow your business the fastest. And no matter, obviously, if you're getting on these calls, you want something more out of this than just accountability. Like you are curious to see if this can do something more for you, because you don't really get it quite yet, and you're not really sure if you can put all the time in, but you're intrigued. So I know some of you guys are all over the map. We have coaches on here who are already Emerald and growing their business and hitting Success Club, and then we have coaches who are brand new and are like, oh, I don't know about all this. So some of you guys might be hearing this information over and over again. And, I used to think when I would get on my uplines calls, I'd be like, I already know this stuff. Like, I know what to do. I know what I should be doing. But I think I can see clearly in my business the times that I was engaged with my team and when my business was doing well, to times where I wasn't engaged with my team and I was kind of, letting the excuses take me over. I was forgetting my why. And there's people in this business who can build huge businesses in 2 years if they're motivated to do it. And I, want you guys to decide by getting on these calls and saying, like, is this something I'm willing to do? So one of the things I want to talk to you guys tonight about is getting to Emerald status. Who on here is an Emerald? Terry, you're an Emerald, lifetime Emerald. So you were an Emerald. You might have dropped. Who cares? You still got the rank. I know Elizabeth. I'm not sure who else. I don't know who the other people are on the home Mac. I like it though, and the phone number. But you guys are Emerald rank. Terry, I put your tank top in the mail. It's coming. Yay! It took forever to get that thing from Etsy. But anyway, so what is Emerald? Why is it important? You see these ranks. What does it mean? So getting to Emerald is like the first milestone a coach can hit. And they say it is easy to get to because it's just two people. And I remember when I was first kind of getting into the coaching thing, I was like, okay, well, what's so good about being an Emerald? Why should I try to get there? Because the very first post I saw on my coach's page was Emerald training. Like, get in this training to be an Emerald. And I'm like, all right, let me just try this out. So I got in and I started following this group and doing the things that they were telling us to do. And my first coach was a friend at work who loved Shakeology, and she just wanted for a discount. So I was like, all right, cool. Why not become a coach? She got a challenge pack. She got turbo jammed. She loves it. She was a coach for two and a half years. And then my other coach was my ex-husband at the time. Beachbody does allow you to sign your spouse. Not all multi-level marketing companies will. The cool thing about having that option or signing family members is that you don't necessarily have to have that family member run the business. I ran and built Brian's business, my ex-husband. And when we got divorced, I was able to transfer the business out of his name and it was all fine. But when you start building your business and seeing that, you can get yourself to these different ranks, but you need to get an Emerald rank, and then you need Emerald people on your team to get to Diamond, and not to get ahead of myself, but having a spouse on your team helps you. Anything you want to order, you order through your spouse, which then activates, your team cycle bonuses. So let me kind of say, when you're an Emerald, you unlock another way of earning income with Beachbody. It's called a team cycle bonus. So you have your left leg and your right leg in our business centers. One coach on each side activates your team cycle bonus and gives you that option to make an extra $14 a cycle. Before you guys get all like, whoa, what is she talking about? Just know that building a team for me has been why I could leave corporate America, why I, am able to sustain myself through, my divorce and pay for things and not, and be able to literally walk away from my career that I was in for 10 years and support myself is because I built a team. I am not like selling a gajillion challenge packs a week. As new coaches, that is how you build your income, is commission. But I talked to you guys about Emerald because once you get to that rank, you have now opened up a new way of creating income. My team cycle bonus is always more than my commission. And it's because I added people to my team who then maybe they decide to build a team, and then maybe they decide to build a team, and it all works up in our system. So if you have like a friend who loves Shakeology and you have a spouse that is going to get, you want to get a new program, your husband's drinking your Shakeology. Like for me, my ex-husband was drinking my Shakeology. So I was like, I'm signing you up with a challenge pack. You're going to get your own Shakeology and I'll use the program. And he would get his own Shakeology or performance line or whatever it was. And then I would go and order my stuff under his account because it would build my volume, which would then pay me back in a cycle bonus. So I want to show you guys videos in our training so I don't have to like go all into this and confuse you even more. But there's going to be an awesome training about how you build your cycle bonus by adding coaches to your team. And then as your coaches grow in their businesses, you're putting coaches under them. So our system, it just keeps building from underneath. And I feel like I'm confusing you guys because some of you are just like staring at me like, okay. So I'm going to put this video in our team page so you guys can watch it about how to build your cycle bonus and why getting to Emerald is going to push you to not feel like you have to be a salesperson. A lot of people, when they become a coach, they're like, okay, well, if I want to make an income out of this, I have to, you tell me to hit Success Club. You tell me to help 3 people. That means sell 3 challenge packs. And I'll do that every month. But through that action, you get people who have amazing results. You have people who fall in love with Shakeology. You have people who say, you know what? I would love 25% off too. And that's how I built my team. It was through having people that I was inviting to my challenge groups. I had very few people that just said, hey, yeah, I'll be a coach. Like, it wasn't like that for me at first. Like, they had to really love Shakeology or love their workout program. So I had to put them in a challenge group. I had to help them. So before you guys get all freaked out that I'm going to have you go ask strangers to become a coach, that's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is everything is connected with this business. Hitting Success Club, getting to Emerald, they all kind of happen organically if you're doing them consistently. So you're going to notice some of your first challengers are going to be some of your first coaches on your team, because you're going to have that friend who loves Shakeology and they're going to say, yeah, I'll do it for the discount. And then it's like, okay, well, we're friends. Like, let's kind of figure this out together. Let's do this together. And that takes me to another topic, you guys. Success partners in this business is really, really helpful. I've been through a few success partners. You don't have to feel like you're going to hit it off with somebody and then you have to work with them all the time with everything. That's not the case. But if there's someone on the team that motivates you, inspires you, and you want to be where they are, reach out and say, hey, do you want to push each other? Do you want to help each other? Can I bounce ideas off of you? Can we share our goals? And it's really nice to have that. So if there's someone on the team that you've kind of been seeing them, or you just think that you would have a good vibe with them from seeing them on the calls, don't be afraid. Like, if you guys want that extra push and you're amongst, you see all these other people who are showing up, ask them. Because when I was a new coach, it was hard. I still didn't feel like I was a part of a unit yet because I was so busy and I wasn't able to get on all the team calls, and I wasn't able to, I would do the trainings, but I was just in there and doing it and not really connecting with a lot of people because I was busy like you guys. So having that one person that I felt like I connected to, I could catch up with them. Like, oh, how was the team call? Or what was talked about? Or how many points do you have so far? Like, we would push each other. And like I said, I've had success partners for over a year, and then I've had success partners for like 2 months. And it's not like if you realize that you're not working well together, or it just, you stop telling each other your goals or whatever, it comes and goes. So it's kind of like dating. I know it seems weird, and that's how it is with your challengers too, and people who like join your challenge group. You have to obviously be interested in them. to want to help them, and they have to be interested in you. So when you're finding a success partner in the business, it totally makes it it makes it easier. It makes it more fun too. So moving into the next thing, I'm not sure if Jill's on, but I wanted to talk to you guys. We talked about this 2 weeks ago. Jill, you guys may know her as Jill Renee and the team. She made a video about getting some help on our team page. So I'm only one person. I know I do this full time, but I also do my power of threes, and I do a power 2 or 3 hour in my business. Plus I want to put stuff up in the team and share trainings with you guys. And I feel like I slip here and there, and I can't do everything. So I said, maybe there's some people who want to help out and figure out like what would benefit our team to be posted during the week. So I had a powwow with Jill, and I said, Jill, what do you want to be reminded about? Like, what do you think would help our team to get, little tidbits of information? So we came up with some things. We're going to have a rotational calendar that goes by the month, so you can sign up for a job, and then the next month you'll just get moved to the next job in its place. And so everyone gets a chance to like learn everything. So 1 month you might be signed up to post something like on Wednesdays. We're doing like Wisdom Wednesday or whatever, and it's going to be like take a document off of our Google Drive and share it with the team. And that's teaching you how do you get to the Google Drive, how do you get to the team Google Drive. It gets you in there looking around, trying to find a document that you think would be beneficial to share with the team. So that might be your job for the month. Every Wednesday you go, you find a cool document. You might pick the posting for the National Wake Up Call every Monday. You guys see that I put a post in there every Monday. Sometimes it's like 5 minutes before because, I'm doing my thing. So if someone wanted that job, that's one of the jobs. We're going to do a Tip Tuesday. So our back office has coach breaking news. All right. It's always, if you log into your back office, the one corner, it's the right-hand corner, always has coach breaking news. The National Wake Up Call is there. The challenge pack for the month is there. Any information you need to know about Super Saturdays, events, it's all there. All right. If I could, I would tell you guys all of that stuff. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, they get in their back office, they look. But if I'm being honest, there's some days I don't get into my back office. So I thought it would be cool if we had someone every Tuesday take something from that section, pick one thing, share it with the team. So at least if we're not getting in the back office that day, like, oh, cool, that's cool. I'm good. I know now. So you have that in your head. It's keeping you engaged. It's letting you know what's going on. So that's coming down the pike for January. We're going to have the sign up sheet on a Google Drive. So, I'll just send you guys the link. You can sign up for it. I really appreciate any of you guys who want to help. I'll pick up whatever's not picked up. That's fine. I'm already trying to do it all now, and I'm missing things. So if I have a couple of you who want to help out, that would be awesome. Plus, I think it's going to be good because, we talked about every few weeks having a Zoom just for those who are helping out. It's establishing you as a leader on our team as well because, you're going to be, posting. People are going to see you. So as you're building your teams, guys, and you're adding them to the team page, they want to see you. They're not signing up with me, just me. So I want you guys who are interested to step up and sign up for that. So next thing, I feel like I'm like, I wrote my notes tonight so I don't go on some kind of binge like I did last week. I felt like I was all over the map. So one of the focuses of this call too is what to post on social media. I know some of you guys probably didn't get to hear the National Wake Up Call. Some coaches just joined our team and like haven't even heard their first National Wake Up Call yet. Like Heather, hi, thank you for jumping on. It's her first call, you guys. She's probably like, what is going on? But yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to call you out. So anyway, what to post on social media. You're a brand new coach. What are you going to be posting? So my upline is running a group. I was going to do this with our team, but I want to see how you guys feel about it. I know some of you don't want to be added into another group. You feel like it's too much already and it's just too overwhelming for you. Some of you are like, yeah, I want to know. Put me in the group. That's fine. Personally, I would always add myself to groups because I just wanted to know like I wasn't missing something. And that's like the worst thing, I think, because sometimes I would be engaging and I would be looking at it every day, but I wouldn't always comment. And it drives my coach crazy. She tells us now, like, you guys would always be in my groups and no one would ever post. And now I get it, like, because I am a coach now, and sometimes my people don't show up, and I'm like, I was like, I did it to my coach. I feel so bad. So I don't want to put you guys into another group if it's going to be too much. But she's running a group 7 days of what to be posting on social media. The National Wake Up Call this Monday went over. It was Raina Odell. She's so cute, and she went over so many tips of 5 things to be posting. Like, everyone's like, oh, I don't know what to post. And we're doing a group where we're going to hold ourselves accountable to posting those 5 things. Hold on one second. I'm going to open up my computer runs so slow. Probably because I have like a gajillion. You guys should see how many tabs do you guys have up right now? Be honest. Put it in the chat so I can, because I can't see your, like, I'm on a different screen. I have like 50. I'm not even kidding. And over 3 different. All right. Well, the computer's going really slow, so I can't get to the web page I want to go to. But anyway, let me try to pull you guys back up now. There you are. Oh my God, the chat's like going crazy. 5? That's it. Oh my gosh, I'm like a freak. Why do I have so many? I have 4, but 2 screens plus my phone. Oh, okay. My phone's here too, so I have 3 screens. Ha. But I have like all these little tabs spread out. All right, anyway. So the 5 things that I wanted to look at the different things because Meg has a group. It's Team Fit Addicted. Guys, my upline coach, Meg Wazinski, 15-star diamond, opened up this training to the whole downline. So I figured, why am I going to run it in our team when I can put you guys in this group by my coach, and we can post and you guys can meet other coaches from from all these other teams, and you can see the community we're attached to. It's not just like, yeah, we have our Team Fit Hoops page, but we're attached to like this successful organization that has 15-star diamond coaches like training us. So I figured I want to put you guys in there. I know some of you are already in there. Heather, I threw you in there because I thought this would be good for you. You're not, if you're a brand new coach, I wouldn't be scared of this group. It's going to show you what to post on social media. It's going to talk about, people don't want to see stock photos. You know, they don't want to see hammer chisel, 21-day fix. This group is going to kind of explain to you why you're not a salesperson. And if you feel like you're a salesperson, then we have to change your mindset and explain to you that what you should be posting is your life and your truth and your honesty, not 21-day fix and here's my website to go sign up with me and this and that, like that. We all know that one friend that does that. So this is why this group is so important, because I think it's really going to take a lot of you guys off that ledge that you're so afraid to post or you don't know what to say. It's going to tell you what to post. I mean, you guys obviously follow me. You know I post some real shit. So it took me a long time to get to that point. I'm not asking you guys to go dump your whole life story on Facebook, but you really need to, you know, what Raina said on the call, I built my business on talking about my coffee, walking my dogs, and like wearing yoga pants all day. She's like, that's what I did. Like, my life's nothing exciting. But it's sharing value and sharing good content with people. So you guys always see me posting recipes, right? You see me posting pictures of my food. You see me holding my Shakeology in a wine glass, but I'm not like, oh, Shakeology. Like, I'm not all crazy about it. You see me talking about my struggles with my weight gain over this divorce. So it's not all picture perfect. So a lot of people are saying like, oh, you know, I'm just going to be a coach. I'm not going to be like a coach who coaches people. I just want to be like that discount coach. Well, because I don't feel like I can coach anybody yet. This week of training is going to teach you that you're an accountability expert. I've been telling myself that over and over. I think I've said that to so many coaches because I love it. when I became a coach, I wasn't going at it like I was an expert in anything, because I wasn't. I was looking at it that I needed accountability, and I did not want to get out of my challenge group. Like, I loved being in a challenge group with my coach so much that I knew I wanted to keep doing those for my own accountability. And then I met all these cool friends that started loving Shakeology too. And that's kind of how it builds. You want to, that's the kind of like network of people that you want to bring into you. I know a lot of you are thinking like, well, my friends list don't want to do this or don't want to see it or whatever. Let it go. Like, you're not going to make everyone happy. Connect to your why. If you feel uncomfortable at any point trying to post some of these things like a recipe and your Shakeology and your workout, if you feel uncomfortable because there's someone on your friends list who's going to say something or say no to you or whatever, delete them. Block them. Like, there's tons of ways to do it without Facebook knowing that you actually unfriend. I mean, you can stop following them. I had people pick on me so bad. Like, they would rip apart. You guys know I don't have the best grammar or spelling. I always see my mistakes and I'm like, oh my God, why don't you spell check? But, I had my friends who didn't support me in the beginning of this would talk crap about it in the comments. And I was like, really? Thanks, guys, like jerks. And I would be talking to someone at work about a product or program, and they'd come over and be like, why don't you just buy it off eBay? Like, I had that in my life, you guys. So if there's someone on your friends list that is going to be like that, delete them, get them off, because they're stopping you from achieving your goal, which is sharing your story, sharing consistently, 5 times a day. Not just like your story. It's talk about what you're having for breakfast. Talk about, post about, I haven't talked about walking my dogs in a while. I was like, yeah, that's a pretty good post, because you know what? I just saw Amy Silverman's one of my favorite coaches, and I saw one of her coaches put a post on her wall. And she said, obviously she was celebrating something. She's like, I've been following this girl since 2012. And her love for her husband, her love for her dogs, and her love for traveling is why I wanted to know her. Because she posted about her travel. She talked about her husband. They have a great marriage. She talked about that. She talked about her dogs. This girl followed her for 2 years and was like, she changed my life because of those 3 things that I loved following about her. So don't think you have to, be this expert. Share your life. If your kids are your life, share your kids. One of the reasons I met one of my closest friends in this team is because I saw her on Instagram showing beautiful pictures of her kids, and like black and white photos and just beautiful. And I didn't even have kids then. And I'm just like, you have beautiful kids. Like, you take beautiful pictures. And that's how we met. You just have to be willing to be open to these people that you're meeting, and posting on social media is how you're going to meet them. I built my whole business social media. I didn't have friends or family supporting me, and I still don't have friends or family, like a lot of friends or family support. Not that they don't support me, it's just they don't really care. I have one cousin who's like into it, but that's it. I signed my mom up like twice and, disenrolled her twice because she wanted Shakeology and then stopped. So you guys, I don't want you to feel that you can't grow your business or add coaches, because I added you guys. Like, how do you think, I never thought like, oh, I'm going to meet all these strangers in a year and be like blowing up. I mean, no, I just went out there and posted my life. That's how I got people to follow me. I went out there and was honest, brutally honest sometimes. I shared the ups, the downs, the good, the bad. And like, I came on tonight and told you I feel like crap, but I wanted to be on this call and share this stuff with you, because that's just life sometimes, and people are inspired by that. So I don't want you to be freaked out about what you should post and think all of a sudden you have to be this perfect person, because you don't. So anyway, if you want to be a part of this group, let me know. I have to add you, and you have to get approval. At the last time I checked, there was 150 people in this group. If you feel like you're going to be overwhelmed, if you guys want me to run it separately in a smaller setting, I will. I want to do whatever you guys are comfortable with. I know some of you who are already in the group and you're cool with it and you're fine. Some of you are not in the group and might say, you know what, I want to learn the information, but I will be way overwhelmed with 150 people. Tell me. I'll make a post in our team page or put it in the chat if you're comfortable sharing it. I'll do whatever. I know it's great information you guys need to learn, but I don't want to just throw you all in there and everyone gets freaked out because right now is a great reason to attack the fear you have because we are coming up on January, the time where people are going to need us the most. So even if you're scared right now, if you want to build this business, we have to do it now because this is the time. I signed up as a coach in November. That's why I was hitting Success Club in January because I was talking about my journey for the first month. I was putting it out there. December, I'm into my next program. I'm talking about it. Then I was like, okay, I'm going to do my own challenge group because I just came out of one with my coach. You guys, if you don't want to run a challenge group and that's why you're afraid to post, you can put your challengers in our group. I have tons of my coaches helping. You can be a leader in that group and post if you want. I give my coaches jobs. We separate it. We do it as a team so you don't have to feel like, I only have one person. I don't want to run a group. We'll stick them in our big group. And then, you can post in there and encourage them in there. And they're going to get, 4 or 5 top coaches helping them out. So don't be scared about that. But you need to be knowing what to be posting right now and not scaring the heck out of your friends about, oh, Beachbody coach, like come sign up. No, you want to be posting things that your friends are going to start being like, oh, what is she doing? I got a message from one of my new coaches and she's like, my friends are noticing something different in me. And she's like, I just want to thank you because you really have helped me and have answered my questions and been there for me. And I was like, of course, you guys, this is the time that people are going to start noticing because they want that. They want what you have. They want how you feel. They want your results. They're not going to know it until you're putting in the work. And that is where you get to your goal. That's when you think of your goals, your health and fitness goals. So it always comes back to us, our journey, our health and fitness goals, staying true to that. So this business is like the biggest accountability tool ever. If you have to lose 20 pounds, say, I'm working my business this month, I'm hitting Success Club. Because your business is always doing as well as your fitness. And I can say that for a fact. When my fitness sucks, my business sucks. Because I feel like I'm not able to help people. I feel like I'm not up to par. So I kind of slack. I stop inviting. I stop putting up challenge posts. So I can always kind of tell when my coaches are struggling with their business. It's usually something going on with their fitness too. So if you are ready to dig in, which now's a great time because it's the new year. This is why I'm doing the ultimate reset, you guys. I'm like, it's time. Like I'm trying to come back strong in 2016 and I want to feel good. And I posted a picture I found of myself from 2 years ago when I was a coach. And I was at the top. I was feeling my best. And you know what? My team and how things were doing in my business now is way better than it was then. And I was in way better shape then. And it's so weird. But it's because they've seen the struggle. They've seen what I shared. They've seen me be vulnerable over the past 4 years. That even when I was in my best shape, I have better relationships. I have better teammates. I have more income now than I did when I was in slam and shape, for my own personal opinion. So I don't want you to think oh, I'm not where I want to be. I can't do this. I want to wait till I have 20 pounds off to start talking about it. That's not inspiring. When you come out of the woodwork and be oh, I'm down 20 pounds and nobody knows how, it's oh, congratulations. People will love it and be supportive. But what's really going to make them be you are awesome is when they've seen that you've been posting and going at it every day from now till January 1st even. So if you're just not putting that stuff out there, you're doing your business a huge disservice. This is when you want to master what you should be saying. You don't want to wait till January 1st or the week after and then say, okay, well, let me take a look at what this posting stuff's all about. Because then people are already on to the infomercial or they're on to QVC buying that elliptical thing when you could have talked to them you know, or they could have seen you on Facebook and been inspired and joined you for $140 versus spending $140 for 3 months on their elliptical that they just bought on QVC. So that's why it's important for you guys to know what to be posting right now. So it was the 5 things. I'm not going to sit here and like drill them into your head because that's what this training is for. But pretty much it's talking about the jabs and the hooks. Real quick, jabs are, did you guys see my post today where I was like, I love my job. Break time equals bath time. And I got so many responses from that because people are like, wow, it makes them think, like, what does she do? Like some people who just started following me might not even have no idea what a coach is. So that spikes their interest. That's a jab. That's like a little, you know, I'm not saying, hey, join my team. Hey, you know, sign up for this. But earlier in the day, I put up another jab, which was my weight loss from the Ultimate Reset so far in a picture. And saying like, you know, this shirt was, I felt like I was busting out of this thing a week ago. Like I just put a post up, an update. That was another jab because you know what? I'm going to do a hook tomorrow. And that means I'm going to put up a challenge post. They're going to have seen me putting these little breadcrumbing posts up. And they're going to be like, okay, obviously she does something, or, you know, obviously there's something with fitness here. And when I put up a challenge post and, you know, that's my hook. That's my invite. I'm saying hit like, comment below, send me your email or post your email. That's a hook. So you want to be throwing jabs and hooks. So that's what we're going to be doing for the next seven days. But you don't want it to be like overload. Like if someone comes to your site and it's like hook, 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 like you're like, join my team, join my challenge group, join this. And you're not posting anything about yourself. You're not posting anything of good content that someone's going to want to keep following you for. So they're already like, no, none of that. Like, I don't want anyone of what she's doing. You know, we all have that one friend, I said. So you don't want to be that one friend, especially when it's health and fitness, but because usually that's not a topic that people are like really supportive of. But this is our time of year where everyone is supportive of it and everybody wants to do it. So we're going to be learning more about jabs and hooks and what they look like. You're going to learn examples. You're going to see examples. You guys are going to start being encouraged to share your Shakeology, and not just like a picture of your Shakeology bag. Share your recipe. Share a selfie in the car. Like, I love my superfoods on the go. Think of ways that you can like get it out there without being like a salesperson. Like, hey, come by, join my challenge group and get this bag of Shakeology. You know, you want to just start planting these seeds so you get people curious and be like, what'd you have for breakfast today? I've been using this for 2 weeks and this is how I feel. Boom. Honest, real. Think of something that is going to benefit somebody else when you're posting all the time. And then we already talked about, you know, living out loud, posting that kind of stuff. So we're going to dive into this. You guys are going to see a lot of examples. You're going to see some wording. Everyone always says like, oh, you always word your posts so good. And it's not because you guys should go back to the beginning of my stuff. Like, it was bad. It would literally be that bag of Shakeology. And like, who wants samples? $5 a pack. Like, it was so bad. So I'm just trying to help you guys start off right so you don't do what I did and just be a complete bomb, like every now and again, of Beachbody. And then I'd be busy for a week. Beachbody, like, I was so inconsistent. And I'm like, oh, why doesn't no one want to join my team? Duh, they don't even know you're a coach. So, you know, this is where I'm trying to get your mindset. So I want to talk to you guys about the power of 3's. We have 3 minutes. I want to open it up for questions first. So if you guys don't have any questions, I'll keep going. And no questions? Okay. So the power of 3's. I'm obviously not going to be able to go over all this in 3 minutes, but Kelly's like, keep going. Thanks, Kelly. But the power of 3's, I wanted to tell you guys, tracking in this business is another form of seeing where you need to focus your time on and where you don't need to focus your time, or where you're not focusing enough time. So everyone, you know, has issues like, oh, I can't do this business that long, or I want to do this business, but I have school and I work. Kind of like what I was doing, I was working it on my phone. So you want to know like the quick things that you have to do. Like, what is it that I actually, like, there's no matter what, like if I want my business to grow, what do I have to do? So that's the power of threes. I attached our Google Drive, or it's through our team website. You can get them there too. But it's Sunday through, the whole week. It prints them out. It's the power of threes. It's a sheet, and it says post 3 to 5 times a day. Check, check, check. And it says talk to 3. It says send 3 hey girl messages. So you guys probably are all familiar with my hey girl, because I probably sent them to you. And that's just, checking in. Hey girl, how have you been? I haven't seen you. Or how's the family? Did you get that job? I saw you just got married. I saw you're graduating school. I saw you just had a baby. Whatever it is, like, this is the perfect time. The holidays. Hey, I just want to say happy holidays. I haven't talked to you in a few months. How's everything going? Hey girl messages. And these can be to your friends list, people on your phone. You're told as a coach to make that list of 25, 50, 100 as you begin to build your business. And you should be working off of that list. I mean, your friends list is the perfect place to start. Some coaches like to go through their yearbook, but it's also saying, are you talking to 3 people a week about the business opportunity? Are you inviting 3 people a day to your challenge group? Are you posting about challenge groups? So that's a document that I'm going to dive into more with you guys not next week. We're not going to have a call because it's Christmas, but the week after that. And I'll post up the Power of 3 sheets. They're pretty self-explanatory. It's just whether you're willing to do it. And every time I committed myself to the power of threes is when I see my business grow the most. So starting in January, I'm going to have, a push group, a push training. We're going to be using the power of threes. We're going to go through the modules on our team training site, which I know a lot of you guys are still not familiar with, the new training that we're attached to. Meg, like I said, my 15-star diving coach, she set up this training for us, and I want to go through it as a team. So I'll go over that with you guys more not next week, the week after on that call. We're going to run out of time. So guys, thank you so much for jumping on. Make sure you let me know if you want to be in that group for the 7-day posting training, or if you prefer me to run it outside, we can do whatever. But guys, thank you. Have such a great night. Thank you for jumping on. Bye.